Hello everybody, this is DJHydrix here. I haven't uploaded in a while and I'm going to be telling you guys what's happened in this video. So yeah, I'll catch you guys. Hey guys, DJHydrix here. Fair warning to you all before you watch this video. The video isn't exactly interesting, like, at all. So if you want to, you can just, you can watch the video, but it's mainly just me harvesting sugarcane and thinking while I'm harvesting sugarcane and stuff. But what I recommend is, like, going to play a game or looking on your phone or something while you're listening to the audio. And I think that will suffice a lot better than just actually watching the video, because it's kind of boring. Alright, see you guys then. Alright guys, I'm back. And for you guys that don't know, this is EnderEvenings, but you know, I go by DJHydrix. I haven't uploaded a video in so long, guys, and I'm so sorry. But this video is kind of a clarification video on why I haven't been around, you know, for a while. As many of you may know, a new server came out like a long time ago. It's called Desteria. And Desteria is owned by the same person who owns Fate MC, which is where I used to do all my videos on. And I'm going to kind of cover what all happened and why that's kind of important. So yeah. Well, the basic rundown of what happened is that Alex, the owner of Fate MC, he got kind of tired of owning, you know, Fate MC, because he said that the player base wasn't expanding, the same stuff just kept happening, and he wanted to mix it up and do something new. So he did. He came up with a way to have an optimum server experience. Like, he formulated it, and I have to say that he did it quite well. He made the server just a really good server in the entirety. So this kinda should count as a server review, but I guess I'll probably do a server review on it some other day. But this, I was gonna be making so many videos for you guys, and this is my friend Bianca. Yeah, she stole my friend's skin, so he changed her skin to a villager. So it was really funny. Anyways, what happened was that it just kind of like, okay, so I've been playing on Fate MC for, I don't even know, like, about a year, and that's a really long time for Minecraft servers. And so since it was like just I was playing on there for a really long time, I really knew what I was doing. I knew the staff and stuff like that. And while I was playing on Fate MC, I was also working on my own server with Bryce and March. And I don't know if you guys know March or not, but I was working on our own server with them, but it didn't really work out that well because Alex found out about it, and we copied a couple of things, like a couple of like pathways and like price and organization methods for shops and things like that. We just kind of took a couple ideas from Fate because we've been playing on there so long we didn't even realize it. That, you know, we thought it was just kind of like a standard, like everybody did it. But yeah, Alex found out, and he got mad, and he started attacking the server and saying, like, don't go on there, on his server, like, and then, like, people from our server would go over on his server and start advertising, and then he'd, like, get so mad that he started, like, just telling me to shut it down or I'm gonna get banned off of his server. And it eventually got to the point where, like, I was just like, okay, I'm not dealing with all this drama anymore. And I was like, this is Minecraft, it shouldn't have drama. So yeah, so like after that happened, I kind of stopped playing Minecraft for about I'd say 2 months. And then when I started playing Minecraft again, I started getting like real familiar with the staff on Fate. And since my server died and everything, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna keep playing Fate and being, a normal player. I'm not trying to look for anything fancy anymore. I just want to do my own thing. So what happened is that it just kind of clicked on Alex one day, saying that if it wasn't for him, my server probably would have been like a huge success. And I don't know if that's what happened or not, but one day he came to me, and since I've been back on Fate for a while, and I was like familiar with all the staff, I made friends with like everybody, pretty much. Um, he what came to me. He said, "I'm developing a new server, and it's called Desteria." And he said that it's gonna be an optimum player base, and it's gonna be just like an optimized server, like just the best a server could possibly be. And at first, I was just kind of like, okay, well, I mean, like everybody says that about their own server, but every like he since he was making some good money from Fate, he hired like some top builders, and he was hired like some stuff like that. But anyways, let me get back to the point, saying that he came to me saying that he had a position for me on Desteria, because I've been, just keeping up with staff, and I've been doing a pretty good job by maintaining myself, and I'd help out with people sometimes. And I wasn't even looking for a staff position on Fate. He just kind of came to me. Um, and whatever he came, he said, I have a position for you. And I was like, what is it, player? Because I thought he was just messing with me. And then he was like, no. And I was like, what, helper, moderator, admin? He was like, nope, no, no. And then eventually I gave up guessing, and then he typed, and this is over a Skype chat, he typed co-owner. After like peeing and crying for like 20 minutes, I was just like, that is so awesome, thank you so much. I would love to help you out with your server, and like I'll try my hardest to keep up and do good on your server and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what happened. And a lot of people are always asking me out this year, how did you even get co-owner? Like, what's the story there? Did you ask? Did you apply? Did you pay to do it? No, it's just I guess he wasn't looking for previous staff to be running it. He wants it to be a whole new experience for players, and so yeah, that's why I became co-owner. Um, So let me tell you guys the story of what happened while I was co-owner. What happened is like, okay, so as you can tell right now, I have like a farm and everything. So obviously I'm not co-owner anymore. I was demoted, and I'll tell you guys now, the reason for demotion was abuse, but I personally believe it was just this huge misunderstanding. And we'll get to that in a little bit. By the way, this is going to be a pretty long video, because it's a pretty cool story, a pretty long story. I might cut it into part 1, part 2, whatever, or not. Anyways, so 2 months before Desteria's planned opening was, okay, /warp. I think it's increase. Okay, so the point was like, it was pretty much that the fact, 2 months before it opened, nothing was really done yet. Nothing was really set in place yet. So I got to make, okay, so Alex hired the top builder on Planet Minecraft, and since he hired the top builder on Planet Minecraft, it just kind of the server is really put together very well, and it was one of those things that you have to appreciate. And I watched the builder build all the time, and it was like this really cool experience. But okay, so let's fast forward 2 months to opening. Okay, because there was nothing really all that interesting that happened during before opening. Because before opening, it was kind of all like me getting to know what my job really is is to do, like what I'm supposed to do as a co-owner. And so during that 2 months, it was just really me having learned the ropes, and Alex putting up with me not knowing anything. And he took a lot of time out to have me learn and understand like what all it is I'm supposed to do, and how I'm supposed to like take care of the server whenever he's busy or not available on vacation, something stuff like that. And while he's here, I'm supposed to just do what any other staffer's job is, just answer questions and help players that need help. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much what my job consisted of. Nothing really all that fancy. Um, and we kept having all these conversations about like what staff should be moved over, what people should we have for staff. And I think honestly, Alex at that time, he really just he wanted me to get really involved, and he really wanted me to step up as a owner, like to act like him and things like that. But me and Alex, we just have like two completely different viewpoints on how we should run a server. He he believes that he should like rule it. Like he really shouldn't develop relationships with players. He really shouldn't get too involved with the players, because then they take it as like weakness, or they take it as like they think that they're getting status, but they're really not. And I think personally that when you run a server, you're supposed to have everybody like you but still respect you. So like, I mean, you always have to make tough decisions and things like that. So we really did have two different viewpoints on how we should run a server. Like, so I think that's really an advantage that we had. But yeah, so from the point when it opened to the point I got demoted, this is what happened. Like, okay, so for the first like month that it was open, I was really just taking on any responsibility that I needed to do, answering questions, helping people. And there was one thing that kind of bothered me while I was co-owner, is that Alex said ban any people that were like because he was trying to completely like separate Fate and Desteria. Like he was saying that Desteria was just like this complete its own server entity, and I think that was a really smart decision. And so he wanted Desteria to be its own entity as a server. So he said to ban anybody that was mentioning Fate or came on Desteria to ask the staff about Fate, or complain about something about Fate or something like that. So on the day of it opening, I just kind of sat around and watched Alex do his job. And he was just like, this is kind of like how it's going to be like every day. And he was just banning people back to back that popped on Desteria to say, why is this even a server? Why is this even happening? Are you like abandoning Faye? Is Faye gonna get shut down? And like every time he'd answer the question, but then he'd ban them for being for mentioning another server. After like a few warnings and stuff. And so since I was just kind of standing there, and I was like answering questions, but Alex was still banning people, and I was talking to people. like everybody thought that it was me who was like banning all their friends and stuff. Um, and there were some really old friends of mine that kept coming on Desteria and asking me questions and stuff like that, and a lot of it had to do with fate. So like I'd answer the question, and then Alex would ban them, and they got really mad at me because they were like, "Why did you ban me?" And then every time I tell them that it was Alex, they don't believe me. So yeah, I guess it's just, I don't know, trust issues, I guess you could say. But yeah, so fast forward about a couple of weeks after that, I was with the builder for the server. His name's Jordan, and me and Jordan we decided that we wanted like our own faction kind of thing. And it was called Exofim, and so um, it was like one of those things like I asked Alex, I was like, Alex, would it be bad if I opened my own faction? It's just that I won't like PvP, I won't do anything like that, I won't give anybody like special privileges, I won't, like if somebody does something bad that's in my faction, I will take care of it. And he was like, yeah, okay, it's fine. So I opened my own faction, and it got really popular really fast, and I felt really bad about it. So Jordan and a couple of the other staffers that were staffers at the same time, and a couple of them are still staff. We were all building this Exofin island because we had like 20, 30 members, and we had tons of power, and we had nothing to claim on. So we opened that island for all of Exofin, and Jordan, being the builder, he just like he built this amazing like mansion of like spruce wood and things like that. And since he spent like all that time with spruce wood and everything, like I would give him supplies, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal since he was like the builder, everything. But apparently, it kind of was a big deal because he was like having people help him. He was having people help him whenever he was building, so that was technically me giving somebody else stuff. But then Alex kind of like excused it, and he would say, "It's fine. Uh, it was all used for that. Nobody just took it home, or nobody took it and sold it. Nobody did any of that." So I thought it was like really cool. Like and like at that time, I kind of realized that like me and Alex, we're like in this together, and like we're cool now. Like we are really like, because we'd have Skype calls every now and then, and we were like cool and everything. But like after time went on, and Alex just got more and more busy with and caught up in the servers like maintenance and having to have repairs and fix lag and just optimize everything. After he got all caught up in all of that stuff, he kind of just me and him just kind of stopped talking, and he kind of just like dropped off like the face of the planet. He'd log on like every other day and talk to us, but other than that, it was just more of a, oh hey, haven't seen you on in like forever. So yeah, he'd pop on, and we would talk only whenever there was like a issue, or and I needed to like ask him about it. And I think that's when me and him started like not, or I think that's whenever he started like not liking me anymore. I think he just started thinking that I was annoying, because every time I just come with him like with like a problem, I wouldn't come to say hello or anything. And honestly, I just didn't think he wanted to hear hello or any. Yeah, so yeah. Um, while I was playing and somebody asked me a question, I was like really, really busy with like trying to help a couple of other people. So like, these two people called me. His name's Cody, and he has a wife named Shay. And they were married, and we got to know each other pretty good, and we were like pretty cool friends together and stuff like that. And we don't, and like I always thought that I always thought that me being co-owner was kind of like a really funny experience. And I wasn't taking it as a joke, but I told it as a joke, because that's kind of how it's Like that's kind of how everybody saw it, because they were like, he is so underqualified to be a co-owner, and I'm just like, yeah, kinda. And so, because I didn't even like go up the ranks or anything like everybody else has to, that's in head management. I had to, I had to just completely start fresh, and all my friends just kind of like, how did you even get considered for co-owner for such a nice server? And I was. And I told them what I told you guys about the whole server, like my own server thing. Yeah. So after that, it kind of like, I don't know how to say it. It went downhill, I guess you could say. Like, Alex started not liking me anymore. He just like, every time we talked to each other, he'd be like one wording me. It'd be like a 10-minute Skype call. Um, so yeah, I think at that point he was just looking for a reason to demote me, and it all kind of is summed up in like one sit down of what actually happened. Like the entire uh, point A to point B area of time that my demotion was justified. Um, so Cody and Shay, we talked like we were talking like every single day. We were really cool with each other, and I trusted them like a lot. So like I let them live with me. I let them. I always joked around with them every time we were on Skype. We'd talk and be cool. But okay, so like one day, Cody's like, bro, because we started talking about PvP, and I used to tell him that like, oh man, back whenever I played on Fate, I like PvP was like my thing, like because Exofen used, because at that time I'd given up Exofen because I was just like it's taking away everybody else from the player experience. Um, so at that time I gave up Exofen, and I was telling him about how Exofen used to be a thing on Fate, and how it used to be like this huge like PvP faction, and there's this giant war between me and Ithil, and then against Improbus, and it was just like this huge like 3 or 4 day faction war over Minecraft, and he thought it was a pretty cool story, and he was just like, I bet you, he was like, I want to PvP you. And Shay was like, "Oh yeah, me too." I was like, "I'll take you both on," like as a joke, because I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose." Um, so I was like, so we got out there, and he was like, and I knew they didn't have any armor, so I just spawned in some armor with, like because I didn't have any armor because I was in creative, so I gave them armor and I gave myself armor, and I put myself in survival, and then we PvP'd, and I like I beat them both, and I got all the armor and stuff back, and yeah. Oh no, wait, huh? And before that, like we were kind of doing like a mob arena kind of thing. Like I would spawn like a couple of zombie pigmen or something like that, and he would like kill them, and then I'd like take like the gold nuggets or like the rotten flesh or like any drops or anything, and I think the only thing he kept was the experience, but because I really didn't know how to get rid of that, and he got like 10 levels, which isn't really that much, but yeah, either way, he still got something, I guess. And that's where, like, I think that's the farthest extent of abuse that you can really say that actually occurred. But what Alex said, and the reason for my demotion, was that he said that I was giving players armor and weapons and golden apples and stuff like that, and what the logs didn't show for whenever I was spawning that stuff in, they didn't see me like destroy it, because I would just like take the armor and then I'd like destroy it in creative, so it wouldn't see me destroying it. The logs just showed me spawning zombie pigmen and and spawning armor and stuff. So I mean, it looked really bad on paper, and I tried explaining it to Alex, but considering that he didn't like me anymore and he was like really upset with some of the things I've done, and he was looking in. Honestly, I believe that he was looking for a reason for my demotion. Either way, I think that's kind of just what set it off, in a sense. Um, so yeah, that's really the true story of what happened, and people will sugarcoat it and say like all kinds of bad stuff. But you could ask Hell Striker, because that's Cody's name, and Shay Baby, which is Shay's name, obviously, and they'll tell you the same exact thing, because I didn't give them anything. Um, so yeah, one day I got on and I wasn't op, and so I called Alex. I was like, "Yo, Alex, I'm not op," because it was another one of the problems I needed to that we like I was looking to solve. Um, but that's kind of just why I was demoted, and that's also the huge reason I wasn't making videos, because like I was so busy with Desteria. Every time I logged on, it was like going to work, and it was a chore to go on. So I made like a server review like uh a month into being co-owner, and I didn't want to upload it because like I was like, okay, if I upload a server review while I'm co-owner, that's like really biased, and nobody would really want to watch it, so I didn't upload. um but I did make one, and I even edited it, and I was about to press upload, and somebody told me that, and I was like, I guess that makes a lot of sense. And so I didn't upload, but I was making videos, and after that I just got so caught up in all the time I was spending on Desteria. So yeah, after that, after I was demoted, I kind of told myself, um, Dean, that just because you were demoted, you shouldn't quit Desteria, because these are like the people in Minecraft that you've been playing with like for years and years. And so I kept playing for like a couple of weeks after I was demoted. And this all seems like kind of a short time frame, like a time period, because like, but Minecraft wise, I mean, you guys haven't played Minecraft multiplayer or anything, but a week is such a long time in Minecraft, and a month is even longer. Um, so yeah, so I kept playing for like a couple of weeks, and it kind of seemed like it was a really long time. And every time someone talked to me, it was like it was either them asking for help and then realizing I wasn't a co-owner anymore, or it was people asking me why I was demoted. And I tried telling them this story, but then people were like arguing with me, saying, "No, that's not what happened. You're a liar." But this is the God-given truth this is actually what happened. And I wanted to clarify it, and every time somebody asks me it now, I'm just gonna say, "Oh, you can just go look at my YouTube page. I like did a whole story on it." Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be uploading tons more now, since I have a lot of free time and it's summer. So I'm gonna be sitting at my desk, doing work and stuff all the time, and I'm really gonna start buckling down with like things that I need to start doing, because I'm looking to actually like find a real career, like I thought that Desteria would be. And no, I wasn't getting paid while I was staff, because it was like a day before staff started getting paid that I was like demoted. and I was just like, gosh. I wasn't in it for the money or anything. I was just in it like because I thought it was gonna be a really cool experience, and yeah. So that's really the reason I haven't been uploading. Um, People have been wondering like, where's your next video? You haven't uploaded anything. Me and Bryce, we're gonna be doing this series. Like we set up this entire multiplayer world, and it's gonna be running off of, like one of our computers. It's like this multiplayer world. And it's like kind of like a mini game. Like it's like a real survival game. But it's like a multiplayer server. But it's like a survival. It's like gosh, I'll explain it whenever you see the video, and that'll probably be coming up next week because I just really love like all. I love making Minecraft videos. It's super easy. It's not like making a short film where you have to like go out and schedule and write a script. You can just sit down and play and talk, and you guys get to watch me harvest sugarcane for X amount of time. And I know it's really boring, but yeah, this has kind of been like what my daily routine is. Just like get on and harvest, and then go build somewhere, a new farm, or move place locations or something. So yeah, keep an eye out for next week. Me and Bryce, we're gonna be uploading our kind of a let's play survival challenge place, and yeah, so go check out our actual like film channel. We're gonna be uploading to there some more now, but it's gonna be kind of a more serious tone to it. Yeah, I'm really buckling down because recently I've made some like life decisions, I guess you could say, that that require me to kind of buckle down and get into my passion some more, because I have a real passion for like music, or I have a passion for filmmaking. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe. Go check out some of our other videos. The Fate, what's it called? The Fate series, where I just kind of like checked out all the things on Fate. It was a really cool thing to watch because I even watch some of it sometimes, and I'm just like, oh, that was so much fun. And then I had this real burning urge to just like sit down and start playing those games again. But yeah, this is pvp.desteria.com, I think. It's either .com or .net. I think both work. Yeah, but that's really the story of what happened to me and what happened to my rank as a co-owner. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you all like some other time next week. Okay, well, dragging this closing way too long, as always. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.